Welcome to Hair Hero, the podcast where we dive deep into the minds of the best in the business to uncover what makes them tick and sometimes what makes them twitch. I'm your host, Ryan Whedon, founder of Masters of Balayage and creator of Masters Academy. Join me each week for impactful conversations with industry leaders, icons, influencers, and trendsetters. Get ready to be inspired, learn from the pros, and maybe even have a laugh or two. Because let's face it, if we can't have fun talking about hair, we're doing it wrong. Let's get started. Hey friends, let me jump in here real quick. Have you heard about our 2 world-famous certification courses? If balayage is your thing, we've got the Balayage Masters Program, or BMAP as our students call it. And if blonding is your thing, we've got the Blonde Masters Certification course. These immersive, fast-track mastery courses guide you through modern fundamentals all the way to advanced mastery with topics like bleach outs, zigzag foliage, and hybrid blonding. With hours of immersive video training, color theory, skill strategy, accountability, live training, not only will you feel completely transformed by the end of the program, you feel like you've accelerated through years of hard work. You're also going to gain an unstoppable confidence to not just raise your prices and your value, but to create the life you want as a certified specialist. You know that feeling that you get when you return home after a hair show and for a few days you feel like you can do anything? Well, imagine feeling like that every single day without the feeling fading. That's what our programs do for you. And right now, we're holding a sale that is breaking the internet. For a limited time, you can save $300 on the Blonde Master Certification course or save $200 on the Balayage Masters program. Try one, try both. Some members have already taken the course multiple times. That's how good they are. Register now and see for yourself at www.mobnext.com. That's MOBNEXT.com. MobNext, where hairstylists get ahead and stay ahead. So it's Wednesday. Normally I release my podcasts on Thursday, and I have nothing ready. And I'm about to leave for the day. And I was thinking, gosh, should I just wait another week? I haven't batched anything. I've been so busy with Black Friday ads and copywriting and back-end stuff to make sure that we get our classes out in time, because we're releasing our classes very, very soon. We have these incredible certification courses online, so I'm working on the back end of that. We're getting our products ready for launch for a Black Friday extra special as well. And then we have a New Year's new program platform thing that I'm working on relentlessly. And it's just one thing after the next. And the last thing on my mind was, I got to get this podcast ready. But there's still that voice inside of me that says, I should be doing this. I should be doing that. But as Tony Robbins says, you keep shoulding like that, you're going to be shoulding all over yourself. And I love the way he says that, because it's so true. We hold such high expectations of ourselves, unrealistically a lot of the time, expecting that we have to have this unlimited energy to get everything done, to check everything off of our to-do list, when in reality, with the way life happens, especially if we have other priorities, if we have other things that pop up, other fires we have to put out, if we have families, friends, commitments, when the unexpected happens and we need to react, we can't possibly expect to do everything, to check everything off the list. And right now, I just want to have a glass of wine and wind down, but I have that voice in the back of my head that's telling me that I'm not done. I haven't done enough today. When if I were to show you what I did today, it's been a lot. I've gotten so much done, but I keep thinking like I should be so much further along at this point. And for someone like myself, where I have a long list of accomplishments, and I'm sure all of you do, depending on how long you've been in business and how you've excelled in your career or in your life, you could probably look back and you could chalk up a whole bunch of achievements that have made you who you are today. But we don't think about that. We don't relish in those achievements. We always think about what's next. How can I achieve more? And we're so focused on the future that we forget to take stock and appreciation of where we are now. and then we beat ourselves up. We go down these rabbit holes, these spirals. We pull out our Instagram and we look at everybody else that seems to be doing better than we are, that are getting those better shots, those photos, the nice hair, the great opportunities. And we look at ourselves and we feel like we're not living that Instagram worthy life. Now, I know you're smart enough to realize that most of the people that are on Instagram showing their Instagram worthy life, the parts of it that are worth videoing and photographing, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Those are the few fleeting moments that people have in their life that they're super happy or they're super proud of, or maybe they just put a smile on because they needed a photo for content. Who knows what the backstory is when you actually break it down? We got to stop judging ourselves. We got to stop with this, I need to be further along, I need to be better, and start appreciating who we are now in the journey that has gotten us to this point. If you are an achiever like me and you expect so much of yourself, we need to be a little bit more sensitive to our own self-care and self-worth, because we're always going to be judging ourselves to an extent, because what was good yesterday isn't good today. What we considered perfect or incredible last year, and we look at it now, we're like, I can't believe I did that. I'm not okay with that now, because we always are upskilling. We're always trying to reach that next step of progress. And because we're doing that, we forget to appreciate those moments when we do arrive at a place of, I did it, I am here. Okay, now what's next? We need to clean the cache. Like, you go to your browsers and your cookies on Google and you have to clear it because of sites not loading up or something like that. You got to clear the cache. Well, we got to do that with our own brain sometimes, but it's hard. We got to just wipe the slate clean once we've arrived at a new level and take out all of that baggage that was holding us down, all that judgment that we had. And once we reach a point where we're like, man, today was a good day. Now I'm going to move forward with a new spirit, with new momentum to take me to the next level of where I want to go. So here I am doing this podcast. I didn't even know what I was going to talk about. Sometimes this is more of a confession about me just trying to be that authentic version of myself, saying like, I don't feel good enough sometimes. Sometimes I wake up in the morning and I don't want to be a CEO. I don't want to lead a company. I don't want to be a role model. And then there are other days where I'm like, heck yeah, I love this stuff. I love what I do. I love the pressure. I love seeing what I'm capable of. You're going to have moments where you wear different hats, and all those hats aren't going to fit the same way. Sometimes you're going to feel very comfortable in a position and even taking uncomfortable action in that position, while other moments you might be in a completely new role or trying something that's far outside of your comfort zone. That's going to be uncomfortable, not only doing it, but improving it. Because when we start something, we're not good. We can't expect to be good. But in order to be good, you got to be bad. Right? And if you want to be excellent at something, you got to be good. You have to go through this series of growth steps. You have to get to level 20, you got to go through steps 1 and 19 to get there. We can expedite that by learning key strategies to get us there faster. But you can't just go from 1 to 20, because all that stuff in the middle, that's what builds the character. That's what helps you move from 20 to 21, 22, 23 a lot faster than just trying to take this quantum leap that makes maybe feels like at first that you're going that from 1 to 20, but that 1 to 19, that's the hard part. Those are the levels that really build the character. But once you get to 20, you got the momentum going from all of the mistakes and learning opportunities that you've had before that. So now you take all that with the momentum, you know what works, you know what doesn't work, and you build on top of that. It's like throwing spaghetti at the wall. Whatever sticks, you move towards that. You do more of that. So that first level 1 to level 19 or whatever it is, if it's level 1 to level 99 before you get to 100, you're throwing that spaghetti at the wall and you're like, I don't know what's going to work. Let's see what works. And whatever works, you follow that, you focus on that, and you improve that. That's why successful people can make mistakes, but become very successful very quickly again. That's where you need to get into your life. But in order to do that, you have to be consistent with your actions. Because by being consistent with your actions, you can start to see these different data points about what consistent actions are working and what actions aren't. Well, that's my 2 cents for the day. It was more probably maybe like, I thought it was like worthy like 10 cents. I mean, I was spitting out some fireballs there. But anyway, I had a good time being here today. Thank you so much for joining me. And I really appreciate all you guys and your support. If you wouldn't mind, I would love for you to do me a favor. I know I ask you at the end of the episodes, but please take a screenshot of this episode, maybe say a one-liner about it and you're in a story, post it, tell people to go listen to the Hairpreneur Show, because we got some awesome things coming up. And I do this for you. I don't get paid to do this yet, maybe one day, but that's not my goal with this. This is just something that is still, I have to admit, a little bit outside of my comfort zone to jump on these things. Man, if you went back and listened to my first few episodes, I mean, that was like level half. That wasn't even like level 1. It was so bad. I remembered I just wanted to break the ice on those first few episodes. So I grabbed this book I wrote, Sweet Success, 6 Figures in a Salon Suite. And I just started reading it. Page 1, page 2, page 3, just to practice reading. I wasn't even doing it on camera. I was just doing it to a microphone. Right now I'm actually looking at a camera and talking extemporaneously. I haven't taken any breaks or anything, but that does not happen quickly. This is years and years of practice, and I am still uncomfortable with this. So when people say, when does it become comfortable? I don't think ever. If you're an achiever, I don't really think it ever really becomes comfortable. But you know what? It becomes fun. It becomes real fun. Why does it not become comfortable, you might be asking? Well, because we're achievers. We expect to be better every time we do it, which means we're trying to be better every time we're doing it. We're trying to find different words to express ourselves. Maybe we're trying to find less pauses, more flow, whatever it is, whatever our new model of excellence is, we're trying to hit that mark. And sometimes you hit it and sometimes you come up short, but you keep going and you keep raising that mark, because when you hit it, the mark goes up higher and you keep raising the bar for yourself. And that's what we like to do with our company as well. We always try to raise the bar every single year. That's what you need to strive for in your business, because that is what's going to take you to that next level. Thank you guys so much for listening today, and I will see you next time. Thanks for tuning in to Hair Hero. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave us a 5-star review. It helps us reach more listeners just like you. And don't forget to screenshot this episode and share it on Instagram, tagging us at Masters of Balayage. We'd love to see your posts and share them. Until next time, remember, be bold, be brave, be you. See you in the next episode.